out of Manning, South Carolina, 6'5", 235, a sophomore with 7 solo tackles and 3 sacks so far in the young campaign through 2 games. Your linebackers at strong side, it's Quinn Jones out of Lafayette County High School, 6'1", 220, 1 interception with 9 tackles on the season, 6 solo, 3 assisted. Your middle linebackers, Emmanuel Bridges out of Newman, Georgia, 6'2", 225. He's a freshman. Tyree Evans is your weak side linebacker out of Wayne County High School, 6'2", 210 with 19 tackles on the season, 5 assisted for 24 total. He has 2 tackles for loss rather, and also averages 12 tackles per game. Your secondary is Duke Upshaw out of Baldwin High School, playing just up the road from his former high school, 185-pounder, 6 foot. He is a sophomore. Your strong safeties, Denzel Bonner, 6'2", 205, the sophomore from Wayne County High School. We're going to start at strong safety. At free safety is Jaquez Akins, 5'9", 185, a freshman from Starkville High School. And your other quarterback is number Ty Williams, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore from Charleston High School. 1 interception versus Mississippi Gulf Coast. That was, of course, last week. Your specialist, Taylor Crabtree, 5'8", 170. He's a sophomore from Van Cleve. He'll be your place kicker. He's 1 for 1 on the season. A 24-yarder. He's 13 for 13 on PATs. And they're having the coin toss right now out on the field. Glenn Beard is making his way over there as they're getting set to have that. We'll finish up the starting lineups in a moment. Glenn, let's go to you down on the field now.
Thank you, Jason. Captains are meeting at midfield. They are getting together and decided to do paper, beach rock, and all that. But now the white hat is going to explain the rules.
All right, my name is David, and that's Ed. We're here to make sure your game is safe, fair, and sportsmanlike. We wish both teams the best of luck, okay? That's heads, and that's tails. East Mississippi, you're a visitor, okay? Call it before I flip it. We're going to let it hit the ground tonight. We got this nice tails. He calls tails, Eddie.
Call tails.
It is tails. You have won the toss. You want the
You heard it, Jason. East Mississippi called tails and won the toss and is elected to receive. So they will kick from the clock and receive the football.
And to my dismay, EMCC is wearing dark gray jerseys with dark numbers. Is that red numbers, Charlie?
I think
red outline.
Red outline around a black numeral against a dark gray jersey.
That's the jerseys Buddy was warning me about the other day. So, folks, I'm going to really depend on Charlie Winfield and Scott Walters tonight for a little help on reading those numbers when they're across the field. Just almost, they're not legible. I can't even say the word live here on the air. 3 minutes to kickoff. We'll finish our starting lineups. I told you about Taylor Crabtree. He'll also be joined by Grayson Punnis. He's going to handle the kickoffs. He's 6'2", 205, a sophomore from Biloxi High School. Your punter will be Crabtree, 6 punts, 245 yards in the season, a 41-yard average with a long of 62. Kirk Merritt and Mike Williams will be the punt returners tonight. Also, they're your kickoff returners. Raleigh Wood, 6'2", 210, a sophomore from Grenada High School, will be the long snapper. And the holder is number 24, Braden Boykin, the 5'7", 160-pound freshman from Madison Central High School. So we have 2 minutes and 26 seconds from kickoff. It's time to take a look at the stats comparison between the two teams, and we'll also get Charlie Winfield and Glenn Beard's analysis. Northeast is a team that comes in averaging 352 yards per game, 206.5 on the ground, 145.5 through the air. They average 20.5 points per contest. EMCC offensively 539.5, which is about 540 a game, 173 on the ground, 366.5 through the air. They average 48 points per contest, and defensively allowing just 22 points a game. EMCC 27 points for Northeast. Passing yards allowed 228 for the Lions. The Tigers 99.5, so close to 100 yards a game. And rushing yards allowed 224.5 for Northeast. EMCC allowing 162 even on the ground as we get set for kickoff. Charlie, your keys to the contest.
Well, I think for East Mississippi, it's just about doing what you do, as Buddy Stevens might say. And that is, I don't think it's a day where you have to get particularly fancy. This is a game where you have a significant talent differential. We talk about the bus test, how teams look getting off the bus. And, Glenn, you're down there close. And, boy, this one, if we were doing it by the eye test, this one will be over here in about 4 or 5 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Charlie. But you still got to play the game. We've talked about David and Goliath before and all of that. And Northeast, the way they broke their huddle down, they think they've got a fighting chance. So let's see.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Coming to out there to kick this ball game off is William Lang, a 5'10", 170-pound freshman standing back deep to receive. Kurt Merritt and Mike Williams. And the ball is high end over end. It's going to be short, and it's taken by EMCC at the 19-yard line. Out across the 20 now. Tackled around the 25, 26-yard line as a return man. I believe that was Merritt, and Merritt's not going to get much there on the play. As EMCC, after a 6-yard return by Merritt, will start at their own 25.5-yard line.
Not a great return right there. A little bit of indecision. I think right there is a time where if you're the return man, you don't mean to do anything fancy. Just get up the field and get what you can. Don't be looking for a lane.
So EMCC is going to come out in the shotgun with Lindsey. Lindsey Scott, that is, 14:53. 7 seconds into the contest here in the first quarter. They're going to leave it on the ground with Price. Price has some blockers and some room. Gets around the left end, out across the 30, out across the 35, and he's going to finally be stopped somewhere around the 40-yard line. And EMCC there with a 16-yard gain with Tyrell Price. In on the carry, making the tackle is going to be Jonathan Edwards, a sophomore from Philadelphia. The EMCC ready to snap it again. First down on the first play of the game. Scott raises his right leg, takes the snap, screen pass to Price around the right side. Price has real estate, going to get to the sideline around the 49-yard line, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds there. So EMCC is going to be close to another first down. It looks like it's going to be second and short.
Yeah, Glenn, I said 4 minutes. I might need to amend that because this drive is getting moving in a hurry for EMCC.
Yeah, East Mississippi are hitting the corners on the islands. They walked up and pressed coverage, and then they're bailing and throwing the quick hitches and screens behind them.
Second and 2 from the 48 officially. They're going to give it to Price. Price with 3 straight carries is going to get out across midfield and inside Tiger territory down to about the 48 of the Tigers. So it's going to be a 4-yard gain and a first down. He went between the hashes.
Yeah, you might look at that and say just a 4-yard gain, but I think you saw a lot from Price right there. He kept his balance after initial contact, got yardage.
Scott with the snap, looking near side, fires it to the sideline, near side short, and it is caught by Dorian McLaurin inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line. So that's going to be another 4-yard gain for EMCC, and that'll bring up now second down and 6. EMCC moving from right to left. It's Jamal Bolden, a freshman, is going to come up to make the stop for Northeast. Trips right, one receiver near side. Price flanked to the left of Scott. Ball on the near hash. Inside the Tiger 44. Snap, throw near side, knocked away by the Tigers. And coming up to make a huge play for Northeast is going to be Jonathan Jones, the freshman from Bossier City, Louisiana.
I'm not entirely sure that didn't hit McLaurin in the face mask. He was falling down, trying to come back to the football. Lost his footing a little bit. I think the ball just got on him a little bit faster than he was ready for.
So third down now and 6 yards to go for the Tiger 44. Moving from right to left. Here's the snap. They throw it towards the side, the seam over on the right side. It's caught, but short of the first down at the 40. Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy, so he picks up 5 on the play.
Well, got to go for this, and East Mississippi's going to keep their offense out on the field.
Peyton McMahon makes the stop, so it's 4th down and 1 to go. EMCC going for it. They leave it in the belly of Price. Price tries to come behind left guard. He's going to have the first down, or at least he's close to it. Looks like they're going to spot the football around the 38, and that's the yardage needed. I guess another left foot, right foot spot depends this one, guys.
I think he's just going to have it, but if he does, it's going to be just having it.
He's got it by a half a yard, guys.
And the white hat is going to signal the first down. So EMCC moving right to left now with 12:50 to go first quarter, no score. It's the opening drive of the game. Twins either side. Ball spotted middle of the field. And back to pass, firing it towards the right side on a skinny post. It's caught at the 30-yard line by EMCC.
Tell you what, that was a really nice catch by Crowell that time. He did a good job using his hands, going up and avoiding contact from a safety who was bearing down on him.
I'm impressed you did that. You called his name without binoculars. Inside handoff between the guards is going to be Tyrell Price is going to get inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down. Boy, EMCC's just churning out the yards and just moving the chains and moving this football up and down the field.
Well, and they're mixing it up, too. They're going through the air, they're going on the ground, and keeping that defense honest.
Trips right, wide side of the field, looking towards the near side. It's a fade pattern, and going for McLaurin. He's going to be knocked down in the end zone, and no flag. Dorian McLaurin was knocked down from behind as the ball was sailing over his head. And I guess they're going to say that was uncatchable, and EMCC is going to have a 2nd and 10 now. Spotted the football from the 27 to Northeast with 12:02 to go first quarter, clock stop. Boy, Scott's ready to snap it. Same formation as last. Bubble screen. And it's going to be caught by Price. Price tries to go towards the sideline, so cuts downfield at the 20. And he's going to keep his legs churning. I think he's going to get it between the 17 and 18-yard line, or they're going to spot it right at the 18.
Yeah, they're going to be just a little bit shy of the first down, but a nice pickup. Puts third and a very manageable one.
Jonathan Edwards will make the tackle. Twin receivers either side. Ball spotted on the right hash. Tyrell Price takes the inside handoff, bounces to the outside right side, stays on his feet inside the 10-5, touchdown, EMCC. And the Lions are going to score it from 18 yards out. Tyrell Price with a 6th touchdown on the season, and EMCC leads at 6-0, pending the PAT.
Go back to the pass to the end zone that was incomplete about 3 plays ago. I like that play call because, you've kind of been going short, you've been running, throwing underneath, and throwing about 10-yard patterns, and then loosen up those defenders a little bit. I think that helped open up a run lane as well.
Riley Wood will snap it. Boykin will hold it. And Taylor Crabtree will try to put it to the uprights with his right leg. Here's the snapback. It's high, pulled down. Here's the kick, and it is in over in and through the uprights and good. 14-14 on the season. As Taylor Crabtree with PATs, it's 7-0 EMCC with 11:37 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back with a kick to the Tigers, their first chance at the ball. When we return in 30 seconds, this is the EMCC Football Network. Here inside Tiger Stadium in Northeast Mississippi, the temperature around 80 degrees at kick, which was just a few minutes ago. We have 11:37 to go in the first quarter. Taylor Crabtree ready to, or Grayson Pontius, I beg your pardon, is going to put his right foot into it. It's a sidewinder high in the air. It's going to go over the return man's head inside the goal line. It's going to roll out of the back of the end zone. So from the 25-yard line, Northeast will get their first crack at the football, moving from left to right. 7-0 EMCC. Tyrell Price, 18-yard scamper around the right end just a moment ago, with 6 touchdowns of the season. And Tyrell Price is really starting to establish himself as the feature back at EMCC now.
Yeah, it was one of those things when I first saw Tyrell Price, I wondered if he was going to be too stiff, so to speak, to be that elusive, tight running back, but he is looking really good. Glenn, I think he's the guy really taking over that position.
Yeah, absolutely. He showed such tremendous patience right there on that last run that he scored his touchdown in. He allowed the wide receiver to set up his stalk block, and then he cut inside behind him. He read it all the way. It was perfect.
Northeast is going to go with Caleb Kitchens, a 5'10", 200-pound freshman, who's going to go up under center in the I formation. Twin receivers near side. The snap, and he's going to leave it with his receiver, who came around in the backfield, is trying to go around the left side. He was in motion from near side to far, and they're going to tackle him for a huge loss back around the 20-yard line, so a loss of 5, making the tackle Tyree Evans, who's just always all over the field, and that's going to be Harlan Howell, the sophomore receiver, who's going to be tackled for a loss there.
Boy, the defensive back, Ty Williams, that time had a chance to make a big play in the backfield. It just couldn't make the tackle, but it's still for a loss.
So it's now second down, and we're going to call it 14. Looks like they're going to spot the football near the nose of the football is around the 21-yard line. So second and 14 officially, moving left to right. Ball's going to be placed down on the left hash. In the shotgun now is Kitchens. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to his tailback, who's going to come around near side, and he's going to be tackled for a loss again inside the 15, and I think they're going to spot the ball somewhere around the 13-yard line, and Emmanuel Bridges this time is going to get the tackle for loss.
Well, if this was a heavyweight fight, I'm not sure they would stop it just yet, but the official sitting ringside would be getting a little nervous and waking up the doctors, because right now this EMCC defense just looking dominant 2 plays in.
Well, it's going to be a loss of 5. They're going to spot the football at the 16-yard line, so third down and 19 to go. Ball's going to be down on the near hash, moving left to right. Kitchens will take the snap, drops back to pass, floats it for his running back on the near side, and he's going to be flipped and upended around the 21-yard line, and that's going to be Phillips, who's going to make that reception. Dwayne Pickett Jr. is going to make the tackle.
I like that play call that time, though, because EMCC aggressive on defense, and you try to use that to your advantage. but even still, they don't get back to the sticks, and it's a series where they could have done better taking a knee 3 straight plays.
Bowley is going to come out to punt this football away. 33-yard average on the season so far, and we have a penalty flag thrown here near side by the side judge. Let's go down to Glenn Beard. Glenn, is this a case of delay of game? No, there's 6 seconds left on the play clock. Maybe too many men on the field. What do you think it is?
Yeah, too many men on the field, I believe is what it is, guys. Coach Stevens is getting in his DB. Had an extra guy out there, number 25, Dwayne Pickett Jr.
He was just in on a tackle with Tyree Evans just a moment ago. So Northeast is going to punt the football away after the penalty yardage. Ball is going to be placed on their own 28. Now kicking it from left to right. It's a high wobbly kick. Fair catch called for inside the 40 at about the 38 by Kurt Merritt, middle of the field. So EMCC will have it. First down, 10 to go from their own 38, moving right to left up 7-0 with 9:32 to go in the first quarter. So it's 34 yards on the kick just a moment ago by Lee.
You know, interesting there, too. EMCC obviously had that scouted well because they had their return man standing right at about 34, 35 yards deep and was just kicked right to him.
Once again, 5 teams out of MAC-JC play in the top 20. We'll tell you those teams in a moment. Ball placed middle of the field. Man in motion. From near side to far, Calvin Keys Jr. They're going to throw it over on the right side, which is the far side, and it is caught on the slip screen, and it's going to be complete as he gets out across the 40-yard line. And making the tackle is going to be Jawan Taylor. And Charlie Atkins, who made the reception. These numbers are killing my eyes on the far side. Black numbers with a red outline on a dark gray jersey. Across the 42, here's the snap. Scott back to pass, has plenty of time, great protection, tucks it, and is going to come around the near side. It's got to go through 3 would-be tacklers, and then 3 get him around the 42, which is the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the quarterback keeper, so third down now, and 6 for EMCC. Making the tackle is going to be Sam Williams.
Yeah, that particular time they had McLaurin on a short route, a little flag. They were trying to get Calvin Keys open deep, but Scott just couldn't find anybody open. Good job coverage in the secondary.
So on 3rd and 6, ball near hash. Here's the snap by Scott. Great pocket protection. Fires it, and it's caught at the 50-yard line inside the 50 at the 49. It's going to be a first down for EMCC. Dorian McLaurin is going to make the reception. So Dorian McLaurin will move the chains for EMCC.
Well, you can tell Scott really getting comfortable with McLaurin. He likes to look his direction.
Trips wide side of the field to the right. Scott, great protection once again. Fires it deep down the near sideline, looking for Dorian McLaurin. Overthrows him at the 10. Boy, he had a step on his defender, but just overthrown. A beautifully overthrown football, I might add. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 48 of Northeast. 8:11 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0. East Mississippi on top.
Yeah, he got behind Jonathan Jones, the defensive back here on the near side, and EMCC is going to go back to that. It's open.
Same formation as last. They're going to leave it with Tyrell Price. Goes around right side. Great blocking. Gets inside the 40, and he's going to be close to a first down. He's going to be just shy. They're going to tackle him at the 40. There is a penalty flag, I thought, thrown.
Well, I go back to something Glenn said a minute ago. He talked about the patience that you're seeing from the running back Tyrell Price. I thought you saw it again right there. It's a lot of times these running backs want to go wide open all the time, but a good job letting the blocking develop.
3rd and 2, Price up the gut again, first down, and more. Gets inside the 35 and down to about the 33-yard line. So Tyrell Price has just been churning out the yards, but he's gotten great help. Jamal Bolden is going to make the tackle. Guys, this offensive line has done great in pass protection and run blocking as well. Trips right, ball middle of the field from the 33. All day to throw. Now steps up, all day to run. It's going to get inside the 25, inside the 20, and Scott's going to slide around the 17-yard line. Another first down. Boy, EMCC offensively is just making this game look easy so far.
That's Stuart Coggins, by the way, working in there. Stuart Coggins, rather, working at center. Listed as the backup, but he's in on this drive.
13-yard gain for Scott. Snaps it from the 17. Surveys the field. Now steps up as he has backside pressure. He's going to run it inside the 15. He's going to be tackled from behind inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line. Making the tackle is going to be Trevos Chambers. Lindsey Scott Jr. with another quarterback keeper. They're going to place the football at about the 13-yard line. 5-yard run. And now going around the right side is going to be Price. He's going to get down just close to a first down, maybe inside the 10-yard line. If he is inside the 10, he has a first down. Price is going to have the first down. Making the tackle, Jawan Taylor. Took it around the right side this time and is able to move the sticks. It's going to be first down and goal to go just inside the 10 at the 9. All placed on the far hash. Moving right to left. Price flanked to the left of Scott. Twin receivers either side. Back to pass. Scott looks left, looks right. It's going to be hit, and he is dropped. Sack back at the 16-yard line. Northeast finally gets to Scott, and it's going to be J.T. Loving, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Loving, the nose guard that time, just came over center and got in the backfield, and when you get pressure up the middle, can really make it tough on a quarterback.
6:02, 6:01, clock rolling first quarter, 7-0 EMCC. All on the 11 of Northeast after the sack, and it's caught over on the far side, and it's going to be complete inside the 10 around the 8-yard line. So it's going to bring up now a third down and goal situation.
That was Crowell out, the wide out that time.
Daniel Crowell wearing number 1. Lined up on the right side, moving right to left. Scott has inside pressure, is going to go on a screen pass over on the right side, and that's going to be Mark. He's going to get inside the 5 and inside the goal line. Touchdown. Jamori Mark's going to score it. It's 13-0 pending the PAT, and EMCC marches down the field again and scores.
Boy, talking about change of pace back, and I don't think that there's more of a dramatic example of change of pace than between Tyrell Price at 6 foot and 220, and then Jamori Mark at 5'8 and 170. Very different looks from those two backs.
It's his first touchdown on the season as Wood's going to snap it back to Boykin, and Crabtree's going to put it through the uprights. And it's 14-0 EMCC with 5:34 to go in the first quarter, and the Lions so far are making things look mighty easy. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the EMCC Radio Network. In this first quarter play, Charlie 14-0, EMCC with the lead. And Charlie's got a few stats for us. And
yeah, Jason, the one that just leaps off the page are the plays run and the yardage. So far in this ballgame, Northeast has run 3 plays, and they've combined to lose 2 yards. Meanwhile, EMCC, 24 plays, 136 yards. We still have 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and they've already run 24 plays.
Low line drive kick taken up back 15-yard line. 15 up across the 25-yard line. And he's going to be tackled somewhere around the 17-yard line. Jonathan Jones is going to return it for Northeast. And he's going to bring it back for about 11 yards as Travion Jones is going to make the stop for the EMCC Lions. So here goes the Lions defensive unit. Cliff Collins made his return to EMCC last week. He had to sit out the first game, and boy, I tell you what a difference from game 1 to game 2 with having their defense coordinator back calling the defensive plays, and boy, they were phenomenal against a really good rushing football team in Mississippi Gulf Coast. EMCC going to go with 4 down linemen. Up under center is going to be Kitchens. Double tight end set. Here's the snap. They'll leave it with a tailback who's going to be hit in the backfield, and he is going to try to turn his yards to get back, or legs rather, to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and he's not going to do so. He's going to lose about a half yard, it looks like, at least from my vantage point here. Emmanuel Bridges is going to make the tackle. No gain. Ball's on the 28-yard line. 14-0. EMCC on top. Under 5 to play first quarter. Second down, 10 to go. Kitchens walks his outfits back up to the line of scrimmage. They've got their jumbo package out there. 1 wide out over on the far side. Tight end, strong to the near side. Here's the snap, leaving it with the tailback again. That's Phillips. He's going to be hit, and he is going to be dropped for another loss. This time back at the 25-yard line. He's going to lose 3 yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 13. Have they had positive yards all night? Eric Kitchen is going to make the stop for the Lions.
Yeah, just the one screen pass to get positive yards.
So 3rd and 13 now for Northeast. And it looks as if they have gone with a new quarterback Boy, they have just been all over the place. Well, now they're going to bring out, well, that's Bo Lee who's lined up at wideout. I beg your pardon. Now let's see Kitchen who's out there. Kitchen looks like a fullback from up here. He's going to stand in the shotgun. The 220-pound quarterback will stand on the 20, take the snap. He's back to pass, fires it near side, and he's looking for Lee, and he's going to find Lee, and he's going to catch it at the sideline at the 36-yard line. Not enough for the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and the fans near side are going to cheer that positive play for Northeast. So it's a 4th down and 3 situation with the ball spotted just across the 35 up near the 36-yard line.
Jason, last time Northeast punted, operation time was very slow, so don't be surprised if before the night's over, East Mississippi gets one.
3:20 now on the clock and rolling, and it's blocked by EMCC. They're going to scoop it up at the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Lions on the block punt. And EMCC 20-0 now. Glenn, you just called it.
Yeah, I noticed it the first time, Jason, and I knew coming up before long they were going to get one.
And so EMCC is going to come out to attempt the PAT.
24 had to block. 14 had to recover.
Mike Williams is going to recover the Boykin block and scoop it up and bring it 15 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. And here's the kick, and it is through the uprights and good. And it's 21-0 with 3:12 left in the first quarter. Back in a moment. Back in 30 seconds.
And the stands are already wondering about the application of the buddy rule, that being the time in the ball game when they start running the clock. EMCC leading 21-0 here in this football game, and it has been all Lions. They block a punt, as Glenn Beard predicted, and they score, and now they kick off.
And it's a high end over end kick. It's going to be fumbled in the back of the end zone, and the return man's going to have to pick it up and then go to a left knee, and that's going to bring the football out at the 25-yard line. So Northeast will go back on offense, and Northeast already with 3:08 to go in this game. Looks like with their body language, they're ready for this game to end.
I think the same could be said for a lot of people in the stands over here right now, Jason. I don't want to sound dramatic, but I think I'm correct when I say this. This is almost unfair, and in the sense of this is not an evenly matched fight whatsoever right now.
Ball is going to be placed middle of the field at the 25-yard line. Twin receivers near side, one to the far. Northeast has gone with a new quarterback. We'll check that momentarily in the shotgun, taking the snap, turning, and leaving it with his tailback who goes straight up the gut. And it's going to be able to turn out a few yards, get up to about the 27, 28-yard line. It looks like it's going to be about a 3-yard gain. Ontario Johnson is going to make the tackle for EMCC. And out there, it looks like that is here's the snap, play action, firing it to the far side, caught 30-yard line and upended right there is going to be Bo Lee. By the way, the quarterback, is Desmond Hunter, the sophomore quarterback out of Woodville, played at Wilkerson County High School, is the new quarterback. Upending is the receiver Lee is Ty